Welcome back to the show. Just as I said, Yvonne will be joining me for our health talk today since it's Wednesday. You know how we do. We have our healthy conversations. And this morning I was asking Yvonne about the World Health Day and how it was celebrated, you know, in her institution. But let me just say good morning to Yvonne. Yvonne, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing? It's been a while.
Yes, it's
been busy saving lives.
You know, yes.
It's good to see you.
It's good to see you too.
Right. This week has been quite an interesting one since it was World Health Day on Monday. You see people all over the world celebrating, you know, health. But the question that was lingering with me was, what does your health mean to you? That was the question I was asking people, you know. What does your health really mean to you? But tell us, how did you know, your municipality celebrate World Health Day?
Okay, so in my municipality, it's been about, in fact, from the beginning of April, has been about malaria, and one of the main control measures, which is the use of the ITN, and then the upcoming campaign. So we have stressed much on it, though it's sort of related to the theme for 2025 for the World Health Day, which is healthy beginnings, like for actually a better future. So we are looking at women, especially pregnant women, sleeping under the insecticide treated nets, as well as with their babies, because it is cost effective, even to the lowest class in society. You should be able to have this at your disposal so that you can secure your future and the future of the child as well. Yes. So basically, we've been doing community sensitization. We have been to our community leaders, that's our traditional leaders. We have engaged some leaders in community, just like I already said. Yes, we have gone to have meetings with some of the chiefs, Mempas, Baaleshi, Shashi, Abelenpe, Jowulu, and all that. So that's what we've been doing ahead of our upcoming program, which we are about to talk.
Right, and it's all part of the celebration, and it's you know, relation to the general theme or the broad theme of World Health. We're still in the World Health Week, right?
Yeah.
So you mentioned ITN. I mean, for those of us who are familiar with ITN, we know what it is. But for the purposes of you know, people who are not familiar with the initial ITN, what is ITN?
Okay, so ITN, as the name goes, is insecticide treated nets, and one of the types which we are dealing with is the long-lasting insecticide treated net, which is free actually. We usually do campaigns every 2 years. We also have distribution programs for children in basic school, as well as even pregnant women. Before your child is born, it's our intention to protect the child and the mother before the baby comes out. Then also we have for our 18-month babies. So as you're going for weighing, it is intended that the net should be used within a space of 2 to 3 years. Okay, that is if properly used. Then within 2 to 3 years, it should be getting like expired and all of that, especially the insecticide in it. So we actually sensitize people on it, and we do the campaign. So this year is our time to do a campaign again.
Interesting. Recently I saw some malaria activities going on, and I'm really impressed with how far, or the far reach of the campaign and the awareness. But let's talk about the nets and sleeping in the nets generally. Usually where you see people sleeping in nets will be boarding schools. That's I mean, that's the, you know, most familiar place you could find people sleeping in, because people complain that when you sleep in the net, because of the chemicals or whatever medication that it's been you know, it affects your eyes, it gives you some irritations and all those, I don't know, it may be people's new experience, but what you are saying is true. What's really can people do to feel safer with using the nets?
Okay, so when it comes to the insecticide treated net, it's it's been treated like the name goes with insecticides. So it has, one of the side effects is the should I say pepperiness or the irritation.
Yeah.
Some people have very sensitive skin, so it is something we expect from some of our people. But then also, if you are able to set it up well, if you're able to prepare the net well for use, you will be able to avoid this. How do we prepare this net? So when you get your net, what you're supposed to do is to dry it in a shady place.
Okay.
So either under a tree, like a tent, anything. You make sure you dry for 48 hours.
Okay.
Yeah.
But so not under the sun.
Not under the sun.
Then it should be outdoor, not indoor.
Good. Outdoor. So not under the sun. So that the side effects, the probable side effects will be reduced. And then aside that too, they say it's hot under the net, right?
Okay. You know the situation here in Ghana. Ghana is not.
Ghana is hot.
Yeah, Ghana is very hot.
Anyway, so
especially now that it's not raining often.
Good. The net does not produce heat anyway. So if your room is hot, it's very obvious.
It's not the net. It's very, guys, if your room is hot, it's your room. It's not the net. The net has nothing to do with the discomfort you are feeling with regards to the heat and all that.
Well.
Yeah.
Well, it restricts ventilation a little, but not.
But it's a net. So when it comes to the conversation of ventilation and feeling, area around you, or restricting you from, feeling the breeze around you, I think that argument is a bit because it's perforated.
It's perforated. Yes. So we want to encourage everyone that if sleeping under it makes you hot, probably you should increase your fan or create more windows so that we can be on the safer side. And then also some also were saying it was too hard. Yes, we've heard their concerns.
It was too hard in terms of the texture.
Yeah. So we have the really soft one, cotton one, then we have the nylon one. Okay. So the previous one was hard, but this particular one is not.
Okay.
Yes, so we've actually listened to their concerns and then we've worked towards that. So they should be looking forward to a soft net.
So how do you maintain a net? That's very important because the net is a fabric, and of course because of the bacteria in the atmosphere, dirt, dust, and all that, it can catch some dirt, which is not healthy to come into contact with. So how do you maintain? Okay, so with the nets, you get a mild soap. That is when it's dirty. Once it's something you're using every day, it's going to get dirty. So you get a mild soap. That is. So let me be specific. The soap you are able to use to bath. Okay, so someone's bathing soap may be key soap, someone's bathing soap may be geisha, or not to do any advertisements for anyone, but that's the ones we know, so it's fine.
Yeah, so let's say what you bath with, make sure you use that soap, and then you can wash it up to 20 times within the space of 2 to 3 years.
And the washing doesn't wash away the insecticide or the medication?
Little bit. That is why there's a specific number of times you can wash it. So after 20 times, it is believed that the level of insecticide in it has reduced. So it won't be able to repel the mosquito, although it can cover, but it is not able to repel the mosquitoes or even kill them. Okay, so you make sure you wash it. Then if it gets torn, because it's a fabric, if it gets torn, you can just have needle and thread and then mend it like you mend your clothes when they are torn. So that's how to keep the net, and then keep it away from fire as well, because it may get bent.
Right. And what about how to get the net if I do not see this mass distribution, or I do not benefit from this mass distribution? How do I acquire or get by? Where do I get it from? Do I just walk into a hospital and say, you know what, I need a net, or the pharmacy? How do I get it?